Welcome to Success with Meaning, the 5 Proven Steps to Life with Success, written by Ernst Louis-Jacques, also known as Coach Morning. Every great journey begins with a purpose, and this book is no exception. Here, you'll discover the ideas, lessons, and experiences that gave birth to the MVP PA model, a guide to living with clarity, passion, and meaning. As you listen, allow each word to remind you that success is not only about achievement, it's about growth, purpose, and the impact you create in the world. Now, let's begin the preface. Preface. I am pleased to share a collection of personal stories enriched with educational and professional insights, from which I have drawn conclusions to develop a model for personal and professional success. In this context, success transcends personal achievement, encompassing innovation and actions that generate a long-lasting, positive impact on the world. The MVP PA model is designed to guide students, professionals, and entrepreneurs in pursuing success methodically without sacrificing their health, balance, and happiness. I intentionally avoided presenting this book as a research project. Instead, my life experiences and educational background, representing more than 40 years of life enrichment, serve as the primary sources of inspiration. My diverse roles as speaker, sales professional, business owner, writer, and artist converge on one unique mission: to enhance the human experience in personal development through my speeches, writings, artworks, and actions. This book reflects each facet of my personal and professional life. Over the past 40 years, I have met over 5,000 individuals who have shared their life experiences with me as I work to solve their needs. These individuals, along with my instructors, parents, neighbors, classmates, and friends, have played a crucial role in my personal growth. It is an honor to share the valuable lessons I have learned from the people who have impacted my multifaceted life journey. Though I did not set out to conduct extensive research, the wealth of knowledge I gained during the writing process amazed me. I delved into concepts such as ikigai, logotherapy, existential analysis, existentialism, SMART goals, SWOT analysis, and more to enrich the reading journey. I am glad that, in some way, I was able to incorporate the philosophy of my art style, which I call spiralism, into my writings. As an artist, I consider myself a spiralist. Spiralism is a literary and artistic genre initially developed by 3 famous Haitian writers and artists. It uses spirals in artworks and writing, conveying messages through complex interactions of thought-provoking ideas, forms, themes, and thought structures. The most famous artist and writer associated with this genre is Frank Etienne, whose novels have been translated into English. Frank Etienne has a rich repertoire of paintings, books, and plays. He is known for his magnificent creativity, abundant production, and remarkable freedom of expression in art and writing. However, my approach to spiralism differs significantly. I also use spirals, but my style's key philosophy is that no art project ever has a plan. I only have a key theme or model to illustrate for the final creation, just like authoring this book. I became an adventurer, searching for a dream island of artistic beauty, science, and wisdom. I did not have a rigid outline. The book takes its direction as we go along, just like in my paintings. I let my inspiration take over as if my intuition or a higher power guided me. I let universal intelligence guide the direction of the final work. You can never tell with certainty where life will take you, but you can be resolute about your achievements and your ability to transform any lemon given to you into delicious lemonade. Human life can be defined as a spiral, and the universe, like nature, uses spiralism in its creation process. The story about the $4 book, which I will share with you in the last chapter, illustrates my point about the spiral of life. In 1989, I bought a book titled L'Art et le Vivant, Éveil à la Création from a bookstore in Haiti. The title translates into English as Art and Life, Awakening to Creation. This book has remarkably shaped my personal and professional life. Today, I can proudly say I am a spiralist, even though my spiralism emerged from a French author, Georges Brunon. with no official ties to the spiralist genre, who advocates an approach that encourages readers to integrate bodily movements and spirals in their drawings. This fosters a synchronicity between the artist's body and the artwork during the creative process. This significantly influenced my artistic methods. Georges Brunon did not use the term spiralism or label it as an artistic genre even though he was using spirals, but I intuitively figured that I was using spirals and automatically became a spiralist. Surprisingly, Georges Brunon, a French painter and writer, helped me uncover a hidden treasure in my own backyard in Haiti: spiralism. Originating in Haiti, spiralism is a literary and artistic movement that uses spirals as the foundational motif to express feelings, emotions, ideas, and creativity. This approach not only enabled its founders to convey their thoughts and artistic visions safely, but also allowed them to preserve their freedom of expression, serving as a creative refuge under a restrictive totalitarian regime. This powerful book helped me discover the gifted artist within me. I was fortunate enough to transform the teachings of the $4 book into a wonderful new way of painting. May the world greatly benefit from my artistic and literary creations. What a subtle way to invite you, especially the new generations, to read and take action for lasting achievement, as reading has profoundly transformed my life. I am convinced that teaching the MVP-PA success model will have some unintended results, especially in mental health. This was not my primary goal, but as my exploration of the model progressed, I realized that someone who clearly knows the purpose of their life, while taking meaningful action whenever necessary, will acquire the ability to minimize their mental health issues. Many years ago, I decided to import organizational development principles into the personal development field to build personal achievement. An effective organization knows its mission and stays focused on it, while connecting every member of the organization around the core principles of that mission. Similarly, if a person knows their mission and keeps an unwavering focus on it, they will likely find a balance in their life. I leave the research assignments to professionals in psychology and psychotherapy. However, I tend to compare myself to Sydney Banks, a 9th-grade welding professional who, in 1973, revolutionized the field of psychology. He discovered the 3 principles of mind, thought, and consciousness, usually called the 3 Principles Psychology, or 3 Principles Therapy. Sydney Banks and I could be compared as influencers with no initial authority or substantial knowledge in the field of psychology, as neither of us had formal training in the subject at the time of our realizations. A laser-sharp focus on your life's purpose should have the potential to solve, at least partially, your mental health challenges. Dr. Viktor Frankl shed some light on the subject with his creation of logotherapy, a method used to heal psychotherapy patients by helping them find meaning in their lives. This remains a remarkable discovery. Finding meaning and knowing your life's mission will eventually lead to personal balance and achievement. I am grateful to my wife, whose insistence on producing a quality book has undoubtedly influenced my diligence in compiling information and finalizing the book. Additionally, this publication owes much to the support of 2 key contributors. Marion Weldon, my business management professor at Edmonds Community College in Lynnwood, Washington, from 1993 to 1995, whose guidance has shaped my inspiration and discussions over the past 6 months. And Chelsea St. Cyr, my multifaceted book publishing coach, graphic designer, and editor-in-chief, whose expertise has been invaluable. By incorporating diverse elements, readers will gain a comprehensive understanding of my approach to success, the importance of a personal mission that guides plans and projects, and the urgent need for meaningful action. I urge you to take full responsibility for your destiny and actively shape your future. In doing so, you should recognize the subtle presence of universal intelligence, which teaches us to be humble and receptive, complementing our efforts without defining them. My heartfelt promise to you, the reader, is that this book will convey multiple lessons and stories you will cherish for a lifetime. serving as your golden keys to personal and professional achievement. Reading this book will contribute to building a better world. For further insights and resources on the success model, visit action5.com, where I engage in meaningful conversations and invite your participation. Enjoy a transformative reading experience. This book is written by Ernst Louis-Jacques, also known as Coach Morning, motivational and keynote speaker, available on Amazon and all major online bookstores. For more information, visit www.coachmorning.com.